Hi everybody, welcome to this free video guide for the round shown of this Legacy 9-hole cup division, also displayed on screen. These are tournament wins. Before of course we bring you the details, so please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. These are replays of old content when this 9-hole cup was first in the game, so listen carefully to the commentary, take some notes as well. There may be some tweaks needed, but like I said, these are the tournament wins, so hopefully you will be able to build some shots from those. Timestamps in the description down below. Good luck. Here we go.
Hole number 1. Going to play with the quarterback here. We do have a drop and we're going with 2.8 bars topspin, setting up at max distance with our Quasar ball. And we're just going to aim straight down the middle. What could be simpler than that? Max plus 20 is the adjustment here. Once we've adjusted, I'm then going to spin the camera right around and push up along the line of the shot, back to max distance, and then we take our shot. Minor great right here, but that is not going to worry me in the slightest, as we are playing with the quarterback, and we just want to get the ball down there. Anywhere around this area is fine, and you can see we're at 317. From there we have a great chance here with a rough bump at close to max distance of the backbone, so I'm going with just under 2 bars of topspin and also a couple of bars of side spin to the right. Aim there with the bullseye right in the middle of that lovely patch of rough. Ball guide to the hole, that's with backbone level 8 of course. And then the adjustment here is maximum distance plus 40. I do believe we have a great left and a great right, a minor one. We'll both be safe here. We do set up sufficiently away from the bunker here. So max plus 40. Of course, if you don't fancy the rough bump, aim out to the fairway on the left with backspin, right spin and right curl. But look at this, bounces plumb in the middle of the rough, drops right at pin for a beautiful eagle. Hole number 2, I'm going with the sniper here, and playing with the navigator. We don't need any more than 1 bar of spin. So we're going to go with 1.5 bar topspin and 1 bar side spin to the left. Half of the blue ring with the sniper level 6, cutting the rough, as you can see there. Second bounce just after the rough over the bunkers, and we're going to aim at the pin as best as we can. Of course, it is difficult when we don't have a fully developed ball guide. Adjustment here, medium distance with 20% elevation. Mid plus 20 is our adjustment here, and again we hit perfect, but we just need to take care of our aim. Look at that, bounces beautifully, clears the rough ever so nicely, and we think we're going to drop it. Beautiful pace, but just a little bit to the right, so a little tweak to the aim, landing position, we will be fine. Hole number 3, we are going max distance plus 10. There is no need for anything other than a Quasar here, to be perfectly honest. So a couple of bars of topspin and a bit of side spin to the left, and we're aiming comfortably on the fairway. No need to push the yellow ring right to the rough. Give yourself a great left, give yourself a great right. Max plus 10 is the adjustment here. Of course, if you do want to make the second shot a little bit easier, you can play with a katana if you wish. However, I do believe it's absolutely fine with a power 1 ball. Bounces very nicely, and we are straight down the middle. Don't need to do any more than that, in my opinion. Second shot, we are playing with the sniper, and I'm at max distance here, so this is maybe where we could use a power 2 ball, but it's low level sniper. If you want a few more yards, then use the Viper. But I'm stretching out here. The mistake is I go a bit giddy with the topspin, so just reduce it slightly. We don't need to push this one as much. I adjust max plus 0 and I push up a few rings, but I didn't really need to do that, to be honest. But just get yourself on here. Obviously, if you've got higher level sniper, you can go with great ball guide, but otherwise we're just going to play ourselves very, very safely up onto the green. As you can see, comes in a little bit hot there, so do reduce the topspin, but even then, very, very safe eagle. Hole number 4, we got close with this one, just need to tweak the landing position. We do need a katana, and I would go with the Guardian in whatever level you have. Plenty of backspin here, as much backspin as you can, with the right spin that you saw on the screen there. So you are going to want about 8 bars of backspin, 7.5, 8 bars of backspin, to be honest. Set up here, the red ring just off the sand line. My adjustment is mid plus 20. Mid plus 20. And again, just concentrate on hitting perfect here. We're not pushing it really close to the bunker. Look, we've got room there for a minor great right. Could use a little bit of curl, could maybe aim a little bit higher, but even then, this is a tough hole. I'm happy with a birdie. Hole number 5, going with a Titan here, and you will need to pack a wood club with distance. Blue ring touching the rough on the right at +7 yards. 4.5 bar topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Maximum distance with a 10% over adjustment here. I back up a little, obviously, not setting up at max because we don't need to adjust into overpower and we don't need to play with overpower. So just a standard shot. Make sure you hit perfect. Great right will risk the rough on the right due to the shape of the fairway. So just concentrate, get a perfect ball away here, and you'll be absolutely fine. Tough second shot coming up though, and this is where we do need wood club with distance. So I'm going with the big dog, level 6, a max top spin that you have, and 2 bars side spin to the left, and we're just going to aim straight down the middle between the rough and the sand here. My adjustment, maximum distance, 0 elevation. Does bring us into overpower. We need 1 ring. I go with a couple more rings just to get me closer to the green. Go with what you feel comfortable with, as long as you get a perfect. Obviously with the accuracy of the big dog, great balls do risk the rough or the sand. But here I'm just happy for this to trundle along up there and leave me a very makeable wedge for the eagle. Hole number 6, we're going with a navigator and the extra mile. Maximum distance +20 is the adjustment here. I'm faffing around with the topspin a little bit. I can't make my mind up. In the end, instead of toying between 3 and 4 bars, I actually reduce it down to 3.5 just to split the difference, and I go with a bar of side spin to the left, setting up there with the yellow ring just off the bunker there at max distance with the power 1 ball. Adjust max +20 here, max +20. And just to give myself a great right, I am going with a little bit of curl out to the left. Don't overdo it though, because you will be in between clubs for the next shot. So try and replicate this one as best you can. Comes in very, very nicely there, and we've got plenty of room. And our drive distance comes in at 345 yards. I was expecting a long iron here, but I'm actually in with a chance with the thorn, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going with all the topspin I have, which is only at 3/4 of a bar, but this will work out very, very nicely. We just have to fill in the blanks in our mind of the ball guide here. Aim as best you can, just look at the second and third bounce, pause the video, and just line it up as best you can. Obviously remember to leave your ball guide short if you don't have thorn level 8, which true rookies will not. Max distance, 0 elevation here. Max distance, 0 elevation, and as you can see, that little bit of top spin comes in beautifully. We aim it absolutely plumb at the pin, and it drops for a very, very nice eagle. Hole number 7, we're going to do something called a no movement shot, and this is where we do not move the target until we adjust our rings. So go in there with your Viper and your power 1 ball selected. Add the spin, 4.2 backspin, 2 bars side spin to the right, and adjust max +30. And when you pull the rings here, that is the first time you will touch your target on this shot. No need to be moving your target around other than when you adjust your rings. Very, very simple setup. Works very nicely in so many divisions here. Just needed that tweak to the backspin. I did 1.9 bars. I should have gone with 2. So 4.2 backspin, 2 right spin, max +30 will be very close, if not in.
Please do join us over on Facebook. We have an ever-growing community of players there. Over 16,000 members. Head over to Facebook, search for BK Golf Clash and submit your member request there. Free to join. There are free guides posted, lots of shot sharing and discussion points. You can chat and interact with me as well, and loads more over on Facebook. So head over there and search for BK Golf Clash.
Hole number 8, no need for anything other than a marlin here, so that's what I'm going with. And we're aiming right onto this little strip of fairway here. A few bars of backspin, as you can see there, and go with half a bar of side spin to the left. So 4 back, half a bar of side spin to the left. We are at max distance. We're giving ourselves a great left and great right, aiming in the middle of the fairway, so we then adjust max +10. Nothing extra needed here, just take a perfect shot. Bounces very, very nicely and just checks up very nicely there as well. No need to push it any harder than that, to be honest. We will be in mid-distance of our wood club here. Obviously, if you don't have the sniper, then go with a Viper. Again, a marlin ball is absolutely fine. 1.5 bar backspin here. I am at mid distance of my club, and again I'm aiming with the ball guide as best I can. Concentrate on the second bounce and adapt accordingly based on the position of your drive. Adjustment here, mid distance plus 0. Mid distance plus 0. And we have a good look at this one. Okay, we don't have a full ball guide, but we do the best we can. And you just got to line up as best you can according to the clubs that you do have. But it comes in with a beautiful speed. We are just missing this one to the right, but it's still a decent look at hole number 8.
If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video.
Hole number 9, did try with a katana, but then decided, nah, let's go with a Titan. Make the second shot easier. We don't need the 3 bars of right spin. 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Setting up half of the red ring at +8 with the extra mile level 6. Extra mile 5 will need to set up nearer to max. Adjust here, max +10. We're going into overpower. I would like you to go with 1 ring if you feel confident going with that. It will help you with your second shot. Just over half a ball of curl outside the adjustment ring to the right there. 1 ring of overpower, so the target just beginning to shake. We do hit a minor great right, but it is safe on this occasion, which is very, very nice indeed. And this ball goes centre fairway and rolls down very, very nicely for a drive distance of 373. From here, we're going to use the big dog. And we're going to be near to max distance, so just back off a few yards. Don't go with anything more than 1.2 topspin is enough. Just get that ball guide to be 1 ring over the rough so that you're not going to clip the rough. So in the end, I go with 1.2 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right, and I adjust max distance with 20% elevation. Max plus 20. Mistake here, why do I push up to max? I didn't need to do that because it was all in the adjustment. So had I not have done that, this ball would have checked up a little bit nearer to the flag. However, 3/4 of ball curl to the right outside the adjustment ring, and we're just going to get safely on the green. Okay, we've bounced a little too far there, could have reduced the top spin as well, but still, this is a very, very makeable wedge for eagle.
Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.